Hey, look at this Camaro. It's a good looking car. 6,000 miles it says. Well, that is not correct. So maybe 106,000 miles. My ADD just kicked in because this is cool. Oh, is it an RS Z28? I love that automatic shifter. That is really cool. It even smells like an old car. Hey, welcome back to Florida and to a dealer-only auction, actually the Orlando Auto Auction, which is where I started my entire car dealership. I've actually done a video about this auction back in January. This is where I started my entire dealership like 10, 13, 14, 15 years ago, however long it was, long time ago. Today, we're here to buy some stuff. Now, I've already, teaser alert, I've already gotten the checklist. There are no Ferraris. There are a couple Lamborghinis. There's a couple Porsches. There's some other cool cars that we're gonna check out, like this, like that Aston Martin up there. I saw a 69 Camaro. There are a couple Lamborghinis here. We're gonna check them all out and see what else we can find at the auction today. Now, this is a dealer-only auction, meaning you are not allowed in unless you have a dealer's license. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of access, a little bit of behind the scenes, show you how it all works. There's some cool cars here. Hopefully I buy some. I bought one last week. I bought a Cadillac CTSV. I'm still here searching around, looking for some toys while I'm on vacation. Get to do a little bit of business, a little bit of pleasure, have some fun. You guys are gonna come with me. Ooh, hey, a Viper right there. Check that out. Yeah, today could be a good day. I love Florida. I started my dealership in Florida. I started my dealership at this specific auction. I mean, they taught me how it all works a long time ago. There were a lot of hoops to jump through when I was starting this business. A lot, and a lot of mistakes I learned because I was learning on my own. Fast forward 15 years later, and lots of mistakes and money spent later, here I am again, back at my original stomping ground where I started my car dealership. And today, there are some really fun cars here, like this Honda S2000. These things are worth a tremendous amount of money now, especially with 65,000 miles. So this is on my radar. Honestly, it's like COVID tax still hit these cars, and they are oddly worth an insane amount of money, even with a lot of miles. We have 2 keys, 2 remotes, yes, standard transmission, push to start here. This is a really cool car. Now I can use my laser appraiser app to scan right here. It tells me what it's worth online, tells me what it's worth to dealers, it tells me what it's worth to sell like retail. So I'm not going into these cars blind. I kind of know what they're worth. This I'm gonna put on my search list, as well as the M5, as well as the Viper. And there are a couple other cool cars just right over there that we're gonna check out as well. I'm gonna scan this with my laser appraiser app. Not a sponsored video, but I use this app all the time. Type in the mileage, 65,000 miles. It tells me where it's at. It tells me that these things are going for upwards of $33,000. Now, Manheim is where I'm at. 22,000 is the last one sold with 86,000 miles. 27,000 is about the auction price. And I can even scroll down and check, like you can see Kelly Blue Book and JD Power. Scroll here, get their history report. 2 owners, no accidents. This is a rare car that is fetching a premium right now. That should be, like, if I can get it under 20, would be a great deal. So we'll write this down and go check this out today. Now, we also have an M5 right behind it. 2007, 74,000 miles. M6, I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, in a 6-speed. Now, the thing I would be the most terrified about this car is the SMS, like automatic transmissions are such headaches in these cars. The battery is dead, no? This car a V10, that sounds amazing. Wow, that is cool. All right, 74,000 miles, I'll put this on the radar as well. Hey, I was right, sometimes I know my cars. It's a neat car, which I will definitely put on here, but running number 226, like we're late in the day for these 3 cars. And then if you follow my channel, you know I love Vipers. I have 2 right now. I have a red 94 Viper RT10 with 9,000 miles. That is my baby. That is something I will never sell. And I also have a 95 RT10 in green with 20,000 miles. The video hasn't even released yet. I bought it from Texas and it was gross and rough, but it's probably for sale maybe by now. Maybe it's not. I don't know. You can check my website if you're interested. The reason I love Vipers so much, this is a 2004, I think it was. 2004, 48,000 miles. This is a car that we could buy like sub $60,000 probably. And the cool thing is it's gonna get all the same looks that you would in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Like I could go somewhere, park this next to a Ferrari and get just as many looks and head turns and the engine sound and the performance and just like the cool factor of this car stands right next to Ferrari and Lamborghini, which is awesome. I love these cars for like budget-friendly supercars, exotic style, something like that. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for calling it a supercar, but it's still, these are really cool cars. And for being an 04, you would never know that. Like even mine's a 94 and it does not look like a 94. Yeah, Check that out. All right, so we'll run through the auction, see what this sells for as well. Hopefully it sells for my highest bid. Now, one thing I have to be considerate about, like I have to think about, is the auction fees. I bought a 2012 Cadillac CTS-V at the Palm Beach auction last week, same company, and I paid $22,500. The buyer fee was $630 on top of that. So add $630 to whatever my buy fee is. I'm 20 grand. Go to 30 grand, it goes up. Go to 40 grand, it goes up. So all of that has to be included in my price when I'm thinking about what I want to pay. On top of that, I live in New Hampshire. I'm in Florida. Every car is $1,200 to ship up north. So add another $1,200. So I have to add like $2 grand to $2,500 to every single car to make it worth it to get it up north. Check this out. Always liked these. 2012 DB9, is that what this is? Vantage. So this is a V8. I think the DB9 is a V12. Mine was a 6-liter V12. I think the Vantage is a V8. You guys can correct me. This is much cleaner than mine was. And then another affordable, like exotic looking car is the Maserati Gran Turismo. These cars with an exhaust sound unbelievable. And they're like classy and still affordable until you have to pay for the repairs. Check this out though. They lock the key in this box, so I can't even start this car or test it out. And to really throw a wrench in it, I found something very different that you would never expect to find at an auction like this that I'm hunting down right now. I saw it from the side somewhere, and you can see how many cars are here. Geez, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it again. Well, while I look for it, let's give an honorable mention to this right here. Chrysler Sebring LXI, 99 with 27,000 miles. This car, not cool. I mean, they were kind of cool when they came out, but like, I mean, seriously, this is what you get in Florida. You get a 99 with 20,000 miles, a brand new throwback car. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, what is it gonna be, 5 grand maybe? You know what, I'm gonna write it down just because I'm curious. And while I'm at it, check out this Honda S2000. This one, slightly modified. I'd rather a stock car, Ferrari center caps, odd hood scoop, and then, wow, look at, you couldn't get any closer than that. 52,000 miles on a 2003. I wonder, obviously that's just stuck on. I wonder how bad that's gonna look when I take it off. Wow, that is so, come on, man. 50,000 miles and you do this stuff? No, you know what? Everybody has their own taste and you can't knock everybody for their own styles. You are who you are. Da-da-da. I have one of these. This is an Audi e-tron GT. Oh my goodness, it's an RS e-tron GT. This is equivalent to the Porsche Taycan Turbo. Like, this is the best model made. I have an Audi e-tron GT. I love it. I drive it every day, but to have it in an RS, this is cool. I feel like this was at Palm Beach last week and there was an accident on the history and it was sub $100,000, which is actually a steal for this car. Many people would disagree, but that actually would be a steal for this car. Pretty rare, desirable car. 2017 Brembo's on it. This is actually a pretty fun car to drive. And look at the body kit. They did a great job with the body kit. That is a cool car and probably going to be a collector one day. Like, I bet that's pretty desirable. Like, I would love a 99 blue Honda Civic SI in a 5-speed. Like, I would pay premium for it. I bet that car is always going to be a premium car down the road. The auction has started and there are far more cars than I've already shown you. So let's go see what's going through the lanes because I don't want to miss anything. So it wouldn't be, now I feel the need to tell you guys these things. To get into a dealer auction, you need to have a dealer's license or your own car dealership to get access. This is highly exclusive. They don't just let anybody in. You can't just walk up to the gate. I had to show ID to get in here. I started my dealership at this auction. They taught me the ropes for the most part. I made a lot of mistakes over the past 15 years and it's cost me tens of thousands of dollars in errors and time too, just learning how to do things the wrong way and the right way. Lots of time learning how to do these things. I wish I could go back and tell myself, teach myself everything I know now to fast track, to get to like the quick pace to get to where I want to be now without making those errors. How do you do that? Startyourdealership.com, www.startyourdealership.com. I created a course to teach you the step-by-step guide, not just like, hey, how to get your dealer's license. You can Google that. How to do everything. How's the auction work? How's arbitration work? What is arbitration? How does financing at the auction work? How do you finance customers? How do you do buy here, pay here? How do you do subprime financing for people with bad credit? The best ways to market. Anything you could ever want to know about starting your own car dealership and successfully running one, like 15 years worth of my knowledge is dumped into this course. If you ever want to learn how to do that, there's a link down below. If you don't want your dealer's license and you just want to learn how to flip cars legally, like without a dealer's license, legally, you can go to www.carflipping101.com to learn how to do that. Inexpensive, tons of valuable information in there as well. If you want access like this, absolutely startyourdealership.com is where it's at. And who knows, maybe I'll leave with a Mustang. Chrysler Crossfire? Nah, been there, done that, even though that one's far cleaner than mine was. Before I go into the auction, auction, I found the car I wanted to show you a little while ago. Now you'll see round roof, round roof, round roof. If you look 1, 2, 3, 4, not so round back there. I see kind of a flat roof, chrome trim. That looks like an old car. And if I can see it from here, I'm thinking it's a Camaro because it has the spoiler. Yep, as I get closer, there we go. Is that a 69 Camaro? Z28, 69 Camaro. I only knew it was a Z28 because it says it there and there. But is it an RS as well? Yes, it is a Rally Sport wheels, hideaway headlights, meaning these headlights actually open. Only came with the RS, right? Is that the part of the RS package, I believe? If I'm wrong, I know someone will tell me, and go ahead and tell me. Now, something cool about this, like if you got it in automatic, had like the H shifter. What do they call those H shifters? This is the shifter I'm talking about. So that right there, really, really neat. Dead battery, bummer. What's cool about this car, like 2010, Chevy came back out with the Camaro. It was just phenomenal with what they did with the Camaro, and Ford did it with the Mustangs and the Mach 1s. I love when they do throwbacks. So if you look at the new Camaro, it looks still like this. The instruments, everything looks very similar to this, just updated, which is really classy and cool. I love that about it. Orange with the black stripes, the door shut well, it has the spoiler. What engine's in it? This would probably have a 350, I believe. Open it here because old cars don't have hood latches underneath the dashboard. Everything was accessible right here. Let's see what's under here. Wow, that is a clean turbojet 375 horsepower, but it still looks like a Chevy 350, right? I believe. This is a really clean car. Not a perfect car, but a clean car, which means, is it an affordable car? We will find out. All right, without further ado, let's go into the auction and see what cars are selling for. 2005 with 42,000 miles. That's pretty desirable. And it is a 6-speed. Check this thing out. 46,000 right now. That's a lot of cars. 2015, that's a 6.6. That Chrysler Crossfire is currently at $9,000. I don't need another Crossfire. 9,200. I don't need another one. Shout out to Matt and Tim who just introduced themselves because they watch my videos. Love that stuff. So appreciate every single one of you guys that watch my videos. Like, I get to do what I love because of that. And I'm surprised every time someone comes up and says they like a video. That's so rewarding. So thank you to everybody and to the guys that just came up and said hello to me. That's really, really cool. $39,900 for a 2015 Maserati Gran Turismo, 20,000 miles. 36,000, that seems pretty fair. Behind the Chrysler 300, is that a Bentley Flying Spur? 2017, that is sharp. Are they still called Flying Spurs? The 2-doors are Bentley Continental GT. The 4-door used to be a Flying Spur. I don't know, this might be too new for me. And for my muscle car guys, here is a Challenger, 392 Hemi Challenger, Super B, automatic. That Ghibli's at $55,000 right now. 2021 with 8,000 miles. It is a Flying Spur, V8S, 2017, 10,000 miles, and it's at 91,000. That's a beautiful car. No bids, 91,000. Here's a Model 3 for 33,000, 34.6 now. 2019 SRT Scat Pack, 11,000 miles. Let's see what this goes for. You're at 45,000 now, 45,800. Nope, they had no bids, so now it went down again. So they always start high, and if there are no bidders, they go down a little bit more, and a little bit more, so they have a final, so they actually have real money, they call it an actual bid. It's at 43 right now. 44 grand, and it's real money now, meaning people are actually bidding on it. My question is to you, is it worth it? Like, am I getting a deal here, or is that what you as the public can buy it for as well? It's at 44 for plus fees. It's being bought in Myrtle Beach, so it's going to be shipped up to Myrtle Beach. 44 is the high bid, and they went 46. I want to know, is that a good deal for me to buy? So the Challenger fans, could you buy it for the same price as I could right now? All right, here is a conundrum. This is a 2023 Chevy Corvette with 8,000 miles. Now, this car could get more than MSRP, it could get MSRP, it could get less than MSRP. You can buy a new Corvette, bring it to the auction, and sell it for a profit. I don't know if that car is going to be less, the same, or more, so we're going to find out together.
42.4. He said 41, 41.2, 80.35. 11 now 4, now 4.
That's a 3LT and 84 grand. That's a steal. That's a great price on a 3LT Corvette. Hard top, not a convertible. 87, we're climbing up over MSRP right now. There was no window sticker, so I don't know what the actual MSRP was of that car. They want 90, it's at 88.5.
Okay, give me the 88.5, you'll do, man. You'll sell it.
Sold at 88.5.
Next one, 43.
Plus
Gladiator,
the auction
30,000 mile brand new.
bucks, I bet.
Black, they don't give me
Bought it for
enough.
90. And here's a $100,000 pickup as well. 2023 Ram TRX with 33 miles. What's MSRP? That's really helpful. Thank you. Thanks. 108 MSRP. G-Wagon here, 2021 with 19,000 miles. I want to see what that TRX goes for. that's going through as well, though. Oh, that G-Wagon's $173,000. That is beautiful, though.
Jim from Brindle, been coming since 1978. We put the fine on a TRX. It's a Havoc edition, TRX level 2 equipment group. 115, 116, 116.
All right, they have money at 106, and MSRP is 108. That car's here to make money, not to sell it for less than MSRP. You can't get those cars.
All
right, they officially hit MSRP. All right, it's at 110 now.
110.5. How much they get down? 110, 111.5. How much they get down? 112, 113.5, 114, 816. Omar, you're out. 117. How much they get down? 17. How much they get down?
We are now at 117,000, so 9,000 over MSRP, meaning somebody can buy that truck, bring it to the auction the next day, and make $9,000 on it. It's at 119.5. Now imagine what the buyer's fee is on that car as well. It's in the thousands and thousands. I don't know what a buy fee on a $120,000 car is. Here we go. Sold at 119, and somebody has to resell that on top of that. So somebody made 11 grand for buying a TRX at the Dodge dealer and then bringing it to the auction. They made $11,000, which is amazing. Now somebody else has to resell that car, which is going to be like, what are they going to sell that car for? They have to make a profit on it. Whoa. 92,000 for a 6x6. Look at that exhaust right there. 80 grand. And then check this out. 1957 El Morocco. Never heard of that. Chevy El Morocco. It is clean. Oh, that 6x6 is now over 100 grand.
180, 181, 182, down, 182, down.
I had no idea a four-door sedan was worth so much money. They want 70 grand for it. All right, let's give a little shout out to my father, Papa Kev, because this is a 2007 GT500 with 10,000 miles. He would be all over this. Forget the Lamborghinis, forget the Urus, forget the Mercedes. This is what he would want. Even though I hate that they put chrome around those taillights, it makes it look like a six-cylinder. I'm actually interested in buying this. The money's right. They're at 40 grand, which is right. 40 grand is not right. That's what you're at. 4 owners, no accidents. 36.5 for a 10,000 mile GT500. And I could spend that money on something better, I think. All right, y'all. Could this be my moment? I want this more than any other Lamborghini, more than any other Ferrari, because I can drive it every day. But this is a 2023 with 770 miles. There is no way this is anywhere in my price range. It is just not happening. One day, but it won't be a 770 mile car. Wow. How'd you get so lucky to drive this one?
Well, I don't know.
That is sharp.
It's almost Father's Day. You better get one.
Yeah, tell my wife that. 313 on that Urus. If you're a true fan, then you've seen my Chrysler 300 Hemi video that I paid $800 for. I want it to look more like this. So coming up, we're gonna do that video. Can you rev the engine for me just a sec? There we go. And I want it to sound just like this. Go ahead. Yeah. I want it to sound like that. Then do I keep it? I mean, I fall in love with everything. Oh, that sounds so good. Fun fact, this Audi A8L has a W12 in it, which is the same engine as the Bentley Continental GT. And it sounds really good. Look at how nice this car is. TV's in the back. Look at those back seats. And that color is incredible. Wow. I literally just made a video about how I'm never gonna buy an Audi again, and I kind of want an Audi A8L W12 or a Hummer, H1 Hummer. Never mind, it went 35 grand. Oh, that's setting. I don't need that car at 35 grand. 41 on this. I haven't been to this auction as a buyer in 14 years, okay? I forgot how big this auction is. It's gigantic. Like, you can see the auction is way over there, 22, 23, 24 lanes or something. Cars all over here. There's cars that go way back there and way over there. And then on the other side of the building, like when you saw me bidding on cars, there were more than this many cars on the other side of that building. So I used to come here the day before and walk through the auctions and walk for miles in the sun, blistering sun just beating on me, looking at cars, which is what I'm doing again today in a black shirt in Florida. I mean, this is what I should be doing. I live in New Hampshire where I'm buying Jeep Patriots and Corollas and Silverados. Well, it's not what I want to do. I want to be buying what I like, things that make me smile every day in a place that people buy from. So like I can buy those and then people will actually buy them from me. I can't be buying Lamborghinis in New Hampshire. Nobody wants one. Nobody's gonna have it. I've owned a Ferrari. It took me like 7 months to sell it. It's not the demographic. I am not my demographic. Like I don't go out and buy those things. So I don't know, it's quite the conundrum. I'm not doing what I love. I'm not in a place that I want to do it in, but my family's there. So it's all about family, right? It's not about me. It's about everyone else. Shout out to Genesis. Look at how sharp that Genesis is. Wow, that is a good looking car. I didn't even know that was a Genesis till I saw the wings. I'm at the wrong auction. Everything here is like new, like 2018 and newer, or really, really expensive. And that's just not my demographic. And I want to clarify what I said earlier. It's not that New Hampshire doesn't have the money or New England doesn't have the money. There's plenty of it up there. And if you've been to the lake, you would have known. But it's just more practical. We can't be driving Lamborghinis 12 months a year. It doesn't make sense. So they're just not available up there. There's not as many buyers because there's places that people put their money that's not in cars that can sit and not get used for 9 to 10 months of the year. So like GT350, that's reasonable up there. Supercharged Mustang right there, that's reasonable up north. Like sub $50,000 cars, even sub $80,000 cars is practical in New Hampshire. There are buyers for that stuff. Once we hit 100, you are really seriously limiting your market, which isn't really quite the case down here in Florida. I would like a Model X. That's a 2017 P100D Model X, white on white, 37,000 miles. It's at 50 grand, which is actually below value. I don't need a Model X that much. I actually would rather that over my Audi e-tron GT though, for like 30 grand less than I own it for too. Hey, look at this GT350 I'm surprised about. The car's beautiful. We have the Recaro seats. That radio is like the base model radio. I'm surprised to see that. 52.5 for a GT500 2016, 2,600 miles. And here's a supercharged Mustang GT. Now this car is worth $38,000 at auction. That's $15,000 in upgrades, supercharger, stuff. It's at 38.5, which means it's pretty much free superchargers. It's close to 700 horsepower. It's never been raised. It's at 38.4. So 31.9 is where I'd like to be. 28 is stock, non-supercharged. But it says it can be up to 45,000. Now at Manheim, this is the Manheim app. 38 is MMR, Manheim Market Report Price. 38.7. It's at 40. So that's pretty spot on for a car without a supercharger. 2 owners, no accidents. It's at 40,500. 3 superchargers, really. All right, now quite honestly, this is the most affordable car in my like. This is realistic for me. This is would sell in a heartbeat. I'd make a bunch of money. 2004 F-150 Lariat, 29,000 miles, but it's a 2-wheel drive, which is a huge bummer for me. The big thing, rocker panels, cab corners, and frame are perfect. We do not have this up in New Hampshire. Look at these bed rails. That isn't a thing where I live. If this was 4x4, this would be gold. I don't care what it goes for. I can buy it here, sell it at home, and make a fortune. 10.5, 29,000 mile truck. If only it was a 4x4. Oh, it's at 13,000. Wow, that truck is climbing fast. It's still going. 13 grand is still going. Honestly, you can see how my style has changed as the day went on. I'm trying to be realistic. What is worth shipping home and making money on? This 2014 Silverado with 92,000 miles. A rust-free Silverado is what will sell in a day where I live. And it is full-wheel drive. This is a truck I can buy, ship home, and make a fortune on. Like, there's a beautiful Audi R8 over there that could tie up all my money, and I'll love it, and I'll enjoy it, and I'll make some videos on it, but it won't sell like this Silverado. But just look at how beautiful that car is. Oh my God, that color is incredible. That is so good looking. Wow. I literally just made a video on how I hate Audis and never buying one again, and then this shows up. All right, I'm trying to be realistic. This truck, 2014 Silverado, 92,000 miles. I would love to be around 16,000. That's high. I would love to be around 13,000. 16,000 is high. MMR, which is where I'm at, is 15.9. I just sold one with 150,000 miles for 18,000. So I can buy this if I'm under 16,000, ship it home. I should be able to do really well on it. Wow, was I way off. It's at 22.5 and that was starting bid. That is more than I would sell it at home for. Jeez, I can't believe how far off I was. That is wild. I'm realizing now those cars that we're looking at were like number 225. I'm hours into this auction and they're at like number 90. I have so many cars to go before the cars I looked at this morning run through. I'm on vacation. My wife's texting me. She wants me back so we can go to Discovery Cove or do whatever park we're going today. Hey, here we go. The one I'm most excited for. No, not that one. This one. I am really curious to see what this 99 Chrysler Sebring with 27,000 original miles sells for. It is a time capsule. This car is so, like, is it 3,500? Is it 6,500? I'm really curious, and we're gonna find out together. But let's check out this ZL1 because I love that green. Wow. Do these come in 6 speeds or 7 speeds like the Corvette? That is beautiful. $5,800, 1,000 miles. That's worth it. $5,800, 6,500. All right, I have good news and I have bad news. I got the 1994 Hummer H1. I just got the email. The buy fee alone was $860. So it was $860 for me to come here today and buy a car through them. Plus I have to ship this thing back. Oh God, what did I do? Oh man, I'm either gonna do well or I don't even know. I don't know enough about it. My wife's gonna kill me. She's gonna absolutely kill me about this. 2005 CL 600, 74,000 miles, V12. I bet this car is gonna be pretty cheap, but for a reason. These have double pane glass, V12 engine, super smooth, really comfortable. No lights on the dash. Wow. And I bet it's gonna be fairly cheap. That's a really good looking car and it's extremely affordable. I had that, both the 600, which is the V12, and in the CL55, which is a 5.5 liter AMG supercharged C8. It's at 15 grand. That's too much money for me anyway. All right, here she comes. Here's the one I've been waiting for. And after this, I'm done for the day. I'm taking off. I can't be here all day. My wife's already getting annoyed at me. I'm getting text messages. I want to see what this goes for, and I'm calling it a day. Maybe I'll leave with it. Maybe I won't. We'll find out. $60,000 starting bid. No bids. Dropped down to 50. No bids at 50,000. 48,000 they dropped it to. Still no bids. Still no bids at 48,2. Now they dropped it to 45,000. Now they dropped it to 40,000. No one's bidding on it. All right, now we have money at 42,000. 45.6 was a high bid. They wouldn't sell it. All right, that's it for me today because, to be honest with you, I'm not interested to be here. My wife let me out of the house so I can, you know, who knows? That Hummer might pay for our vacation, and that's how I justify it. All right, I get out of the house, I get to do some write-offs on my taxes for coming here, buying things, shooting videos, making contact, working while I'm on vacation, and I bought a car while I'm at it. Something smells like clutch. No, overheating over here. All right, I'm leaving. I would love to know. Today was a long video, I think, and I showed you all the prices. Were they high? Were they low? Were they fair? Were they what you expected at a dealer auction? What was your favorite car? A lot of questions. But I read the comments, so comment down below all of your opinions and I'll read them. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up down below. That's how you can show us you like the video, by hitting the thumbs up button. I'll see y'all later, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. See y'all later. Adios.